Then now is dubbing time. Dubbing time. Well, it's a nice day, and let me see, July 18th. And I'm gonna want to go down to the river to do some fly fishing, but first I have to tie some flies. Stimulator is sort of like a caddis fly, but just more. It's very fluffy and dry, so it can easily float. For the tail, we're gonna do some deer hair. I'm gonna put it up to just like roughly see how much it's gonna be. And hold it by the tip, brush it through the back to get out all the under fur. Done with that. Put it in the stacker. And I've got shaking the camera. Straightens out all of the hair to like all their tips the exact same. Put that out about, so put the tip of it at the very end of the hook. And where the hook shank is, you want to go out about that far. Do one or two loose loops, and then pull it tight like that, spreading out all the tail hair. After you cut it down, secure it in place with some nice and tight wraps. And if you the extra hairs, you can just snip those off. Just gonna get a little bit of brown dubbing, not very much. And dubbing is used to put on the thread to make usually the body, though it can be used in other circumstances, I believe. Some people do have dubbing wax where they put on before they use the dubbing. I do actually think I have some of that, but I've never used it before. So this fly, you have to make sure to not go too far. About be like a little bit less than halfway. There are a lot of different terms like eye of the hook, shank, barb. There we go. Take the thread and you want to pull the feathers back and then loop it around. And pull them back and loop them around, since some of them get stuck under. You don't want to do that. Pull them back and loop it around. It's much easier to do with like these higher quality feathers. Probably am gonna have to snip this one short. It shows a little bit of a large feather. And take it right here. Maybe I can do one more loop. And pull it back. And take and just tie in that feather. Pull the feathers back and tie it down. What did I do? Whoops. Go in with your scissors and snip off all the extra feathers. Now, just do this on the top, pull them up, and you want to cut them at sort of like an upward angle. Just the feathers on the top. Perfect. So it has like a sloping angle to it. Now we're gonna do more deer hair. It's called a deer hair simulator. I would usually use a different type of feather, but it's just what I'm feeling right now. Then tighten away with whatever this tool is called. It's a knot tire. And I don't know if you can see it, but lay the string like that. Then tighten the knot. Would usually do two, but in this circumstance, we're gonna do something special. I'm gonna snip off the thread. Then take the thread, I was using brown for this, and put it back in. I'm gonna put on some hot orange. I'm gonna make a little hot spot up front is what it's called. Might have to hold this back to do it. But you're giving it a little orange head. Snip off the extra. Then just tie that off. Perfect. Snip that. And there, you might have to do a little bit of extra snipping if you want to. Just get it perfect, but the fish don't mind. It's only really about you. We can see how it's coming past the tip of the hook. You usually don't want that, so I'm gonna snip it right there at the base. In my hand, see some snipping up. This from the front. A stimulator dry fly. I'm ready to go out and use this on the river. I'm super excited.